Hello, this is how chemicals change our environment video presentation. Hello, I'm Francine Rolcalo, and we'll be talking about the title that I said, how chemicals change our environment. And by this I mean on Earth and the land and sea. First of all, you might think that chemicals are bad, yucky things or nice things such as cleaning supplies. In fact, it is way more than both. Chemicals are building blocks that make up everything on Earth. This includes the places on Earth, our needs such as food, water, and even you. Now that we know what they are, let's see how they are made. Then see the good, bad, and helpful things that we can do to our environment. Chemicals are made in nature, such as volcanoes, spills on lands, emissions to air, and discharges to water and more natural disasters. They can also be man-made whenever we need to study or use them. They can be released through different scales of industrial manufacturing activity in the production and storage of food and consumer products. To try to manage or get rid of insect-borne disease such as the West Nile virus, Lyme disease, and personal actions such as the use and improper disposal of household products or things such as lawn care materials, pharmaceuticals, cleaning products, batteries, paint, automotive products, or waste. And then there's also the intentional use chemicals to land and agricultural production to increase crop yields and control fungi, weeds, insects, and other plants. Then tracking trends in the use and disposition of chemicals in the United States. It is also important to better understand how useful these chemicals can be to affect human health and environment for our lives. And the good thing about the chemicals in the environment is they're part of our everyday lives. Chemicals that enter the air, water, and soil when they are made, used, or disposed of. Their changes on the environment is determined by the amount that a chemical is released, the type and concentration of the chemical, and where it is found. Some chemicals may be harmful if they are released into the environment, even when their effects aren't right away, and we cannot see with our eyes yet this kind of impact. Some chemicals are consumed because they can slowly grow into the food chain and build up or continue to be in the environment for many years. The next thing is the bad effects that chemicals can do in our environment. Chemicals can range from having little to high risk in our environment. An example of this is carcinogens in these chemicals. They are known to cause harm over time, such as cancer. More chemicals in the environment can be found at first, but later on be known as more dangerous. It can even happen to us with us knowing spread quickly. The use and misuse of chemicals like dust, carbon dioxide, more things in the air, and pesticide. It can go into humans, animals, and even our needs such as pollution, the air, water, and even in the lungs, radiation, toxicity, poisoning, cancer. The thing is, it's harder to figure out what chemicals do if they are different depending on the animals or place they are in environments. And this means different stages in the life cycle of chemicals, such as manufacturing, transport, application, or use. Runoff or accumulation means more hazards to the humans in the environment. Luckily, there's a pesticide residues in the food indicator to tell there's pesticides in the food. And here's a quote. And I'll put the credit leader. The ROE presents 4 indicators to describe trends in the chemicals that are used on land: agricultural, fertilizers, pesticides, residues in food, and pesticide incidents, and toxic chemicals and waste. Indicator-specific limitations are discussed in the descriptions of these indicators. This was by chemical use on land. The thing you can do to help the environment are common sense and are also set on Earth Day. First, you should do easy things such as stop wasting water, gas, and electricity. Then read and check the labels products to see if they're safer or more natural alternatives. The best thing you can do is recycle, so our Earth is not filled with trash and such nasty, yucky things. Also, the thing is, it only goes for a limit of 5 minutes, so I can't really do 6, and I kind of read it fast. Well, goodbye. I tried.